Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. I've been sick the past few weeks, that's why I have not uploaded a video, but I decided to start the Detroit Red Wings franchise mode over. Here's the reason why. One, the main reason why is because I didn't have the updated prospects, so Nico Hischier was irrelevant, and I want him and Nolan Patrick, I want to go 1 and 2, so I gave them high elite potential. I know that's pushing it, but I want this to be fun, because after Austin Matthews was drafted, it seems like really no big name prospects come out of anywhere. So I decided to boost them up. Those are the only two players I touched, them and Timothy Liljegren. I boosted his overall up just by like 10. Like he was like a 60 something, now he's like a 75-ish, 77-ish. That way they can all be NHL ready this season. Next season I believe, if they do get a jump. They may not get a jump, so it'd be surprising. Anyways, guys, I decided to start this over because I watched the first 2 episodes, and they were painful, man. I had, like, no energy in them. I wasn't excited for it at all. They seemed forced. So, you know what? Clean slate, let's start over. New thumbnail, new franchise mode, same team. Detroit Red Wings, guys. Let me show you the team we have. Oh, and don't worry about it. We're going to do the whole first season and the playoffs in this video, depending on how we do during the season. So don't you worry about being behind on episodes. Kick back, relax, put your feet up, grab some snacks. We're going to be here a while. Here's our NHL team. Thomas Vanek, Hendrik Zetterberg, Gustav Nyquist. They're all kicking it on the first line. I hope Gustav Nyquist can score some major goals this season. I want to see him get another 27, 28 goal season. I don't like this little 17 goal season stuff. We're going to have to do better, Goose. Come on, man. Earn that money you got, man. 4.4. That's actually a really good contract. Thomas Vanek, he's got on a 1-year deal, so he is going to have to earn his money. But GM mode in the past shows he's a great goal scorer. Let's hope he can keep it up. Thomas Tatar, I really hope this guy has a great season. What's his best season? 56 points was his best. 58? No, that's in the AHL. 56 points was his best season. I want him to break 60 points this year. I know he's only a second-line forward. I believe he can do it because he's next to young stud Dylan Larkin. Perhaps the Hendrik Zetterberg's replacement one day. Don't jump on me. He may not be. But 45 points last season, I want him to graze 50 this season. I won't be mad if he doesn't, but I want him to graze 50. Franz Nielsen should help him do that, as this guy is a great, great passer. He's going to help him. The All-Star Franz Nielsen, actually, this season. Justin Albricator will be playing on the offset wing there in Helm, and Riley Shahan is getting the third-line minutes. Hopefully he gets better. It's not too bad at face-off, so I'm really hoping those two really help out Riley Shahan when it comes to growing overall. Maybe when Zetterberg's out of here, he'll be a second-liner and Dylan Larkin will be a first-liner. Fingers crossed. Fourth line, this is where I mixed it up a bit. Luke Glendening. I know he's a third-liner and everything. He's on that long contract at the end of time, but it's basically no money, so it's not that bad. Playing fourth line minutes for Athens to see you. I really want him to get good, so I'm giving him the fourth line this season. Let's hope he gets good. Same with Anthony Mantha. He's listed as a fourth liner. I really want him to get good. He's only 22. I mean, well, he is 22. Now he's only 22. So he may not be able to get a high overall unless he has some crazy growth. So I'm playing him in where he should be right now, and hopefully next season will be 82, 83 overall. We can chunk him on the third line, and he'll be scoring goals, and perhaps maybe he'll be the next second liner in the future for us. Defensively, Nicholas Kronwall, Mike Green, pretty good pairing. Johan Eriksson, pretty decent defenseman. Danny DeKaiser, also a decent defenseman. Bottom two, really not that good, but Brendan Smith isn't bad, and Alexei Marchenko has potential to get pretty good. So I'm not really worried about that. Now in the crease, I don't know who to make our starting goalie, Jimmy Howard or Peter Mrazek. I want it to be Peter Mrazek because he has the medium elite potential, and he can still grow. He's 24, so he only has about 3 years of growth left. So let's hope he gets to a decent 88 overall or something like that to be a solid goalie for the future. Let's check out our AHL squad. We have Evgeny Slechnikov. I don't think he's ready to play yet, but I'm going to throw him in there. If I see he's doing bad, I will take him out. I want him to get good. Same with Tyler Bertuzzi. He's listed as a fourth liner, but no way a 72 plays fourth line on my team, unless I'm tanking. We're not tanking, guys. I want to try to go for 26 years in a row in the playoffs. What other prospects we got now? I also sent down Johan Franzen, if any of you guys are looking for him. I wanted to bury his contract in the minors, and hopefully he retires. If we make playoffs, I will send him back up. That way he can be like, oh, I want to raise another cup, Johan Friends. And has he won a cup before? Yeah, he's won a cup before. I'm pretty sure he has. I think he's been on Detroit almost his whole career. So that'd be great if we do make playoffs. I'm gonna send him back up. He's gonna help us. I'll send down Anthony Mantha, depending on how he does, depending on his overall. And Johan Franzen can be maybe the hero. They pass him the cup one last time. Thomas Yurko, another decent prospect for us. He's 23, already better than Anthony Mantha, so hopefully he gets a step up to like 82 and will be NHL ready. I think that's it for the prospects down here. Yeah, that's basically it for the prospects. Now on defense, we do have Xavier Ouellet. He's a decent prospect. We have Ryan Sproul, another decent prospect. And we have a few, Robbie Russo, he's also another decent prospect. Really no big name prospects. We have, where is he at? Joe Hicketts, Dominic Turgeon, and we have a few others that are basically, won't be like elite players, but they'll be decent. But I do want to give Jarrett, I think it's Carew, or Jarrett Coro, or however you say his stupid name. I remembered how to say it right before the video and I forgot. I want to give him the start. Maybe he can be a future backup for us. I mean, he's already 24. I highly doubt it. But, you know, I want our AHL team to do good. So, here's to the best. Let's get some simulation going. As I skip past preseason real fast. Well, before we do that, let me change the trade block. Where's the trade block? Right here. Now, I do have some good things planned for this series, guys. Some great things planned for the series. Let me see if there's any free agents out there before I sim, just to make sure. James Wisniewski's a free agent, actually. Interesting. There is some decent free agents out there we could sign. I really don't want to sign anybody, though, just in case. I don't see any good prospects, really. I mean, there's some decent prospects, but nobody I'd be willing to sign. Jarrett Cowan wouldn't be terrible. But he's 25. He maxes out like at 83. There's no point in signing him. Jack Dowderly. He's 20 years old, 62 overall. No, there's no point. I would throw these guys in the AHL team, but there's no point, man. Like, it's already too late. Let me make sure there's no goalies. Smith, Pickard. That's never mind. That's his brother, I think. That's Chet Pickard. Not the one I was looking for. I'm thinking the one in Colorado. So, yep, nobody there. Not even worried about it. We only have and another thing about this team is, I know I'm talking really fast. The salary cap is terrible. It's so bad. It's not even funny. Now, as I said, we are going to scout the WHL and the QMJHL basically the whole time to get a good look at the big prospects. As you see, Nolan Patrick is the main target. I really want to get a good defensive prospect, too, so maybe we go after Timothy Liljegren. So, we'll worry about that at draft time. It's not draft time. It's time to sim past preseason. I'll see you guys on the first game of the regular season. Alright, guys, preseason was terrible. We finished 1-3-3. We only won one preseason game, and it was in the shootout. But you know what? That's because our players are resting. They're like, you know what? Screw preseason. We don't need it. Here we go. Game 1 against Tampa Bay. Atlantic Division rival. Very good game here. If we win this game, it's a very good start. Here we go. First period. Steven Stamkos. Second period. Yeah, this ain't looking too good. Nope. Okay, 3-0 loss. Let's hope the season doesn't go like this. As I said, the whole season will be in this video, guys. The whole season and playoffs. If we make playoffs. So, let's go ahead and start simming some games here. Let's finish the first month and we'll go from there and see how we do. I'll do a recap at the end of the first month. Maybe move the lines around some if we have to. Florida up next. We're in Florida. Hopefully we get a win. Nope, 3. We haven't scored a goal yet this season. Ottawa. We've only scored 1 goal in 3 games, guys. Come on. Okay, there we go. That's better, but we need to win a game. Come on, at least get a point. We're pointless. Come on, there we go. 5-0 win against Nashville. We're just late bloomers, and we lose 3-1 to San Jose. Come on, guys. 3-1 loss to Carolina. Guys, step it up, man. Step it up. We're 1-7. Okay. This is not starting the way I wanted it to at all. Boston Bruins up next, and we will lose to them 7-4. Okay, this is terrible. Yeah, maybe we really do want to scout. Here we go, Nico Heischer. Take that. We're scouting the crap out of you. And we lose to Florida. We just lost. We haven't won an Atlantic Division game yet. That's terrible. Wow. Okay. It's still early. Okay, it's very early in the season. So let me move the lines around real fast. There's really nothing I can do to move the lines around though. Like, I'm trying to think here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Thomas Vanek, oh, you're not doing bad. Neither Thomas Tatar, he needs to get going. Dylan Larkin's decent. So is Franz Nielsen. He needs to score a goal, but he's a passer. Goose, you don't have a goal, man. Come on, you need to score goals, Goose. Wait, are you? No, you're a right way. Okay. So Zeri, you don't have an assist, 4 goals. Okay, I'm gonna move Thomas Tatar to the first line. Maybe a sniper of Dylan Larkin, because Dylan Larkin and Franz Nielsen are going. Maybe Thomas Tatar can help out Goose. Maybe that would get him going. Hey, look, Anthony Mathis at 75. I think he was at 74. Yay, he grew. That's great. He actually has 3 points. That's not bad. 4th line. Athens to CU like 1 point. Luke Glendon in 3. 3rd line's actually not doing too bad. It don't look like. Yeah. Defense. Our defense is fine. I'm not gonna touch the defense. I actually like it the way it is. Mike Green. Yeah, let's not touch the defense. I'm just going to leave the defense the way it is. Maybe that little push right there will get the team going. How's our goalies going? Jimmy Howard, you've played 8 games and you only won 1. Peter Mrazek, you've played 2 games and you haven't won any yet. So that's really not good. That's terrible. This is bad. We're in a bad position right here, guys. You know what? First month, slow start. I'm not worried about it. That little change in the lines, I promise you, will go a long, long way. I promise you guys. I promise you. That's going to go a long way. Let's keep the simulation rolling here. Let's get through month 2 here. November. Come on. I expect big things from this team. We're slow sim the game against Philly. I expect big things from this team. We're a tweener team, so playoffs, I just want a good... If we make playoffs, I'm happy. First period in Philly. Anthony Mantha gets 1 on Steve Mason, and then Jacob Wojcik gets 1 for them. Second period, Bellemere. Third period, Scott Lawton. Okay, this is not going good. Not going good at all. Oh, sorry, I bumped my mic. I don't want to trade away anybody, but we're 1-10. Something has to be done. We may have to tank. If we... Okay, here's the deal. If we don't win a game by the end of November, I'm trading the whole team away, and we're going on a massive tank. I'm putting the helmet on, and I'm going to become the tank commander here. That's only if we don't win a game, but watch. We're going to win this game against Winnipeg right here. Here we go. Victory. Oh, we lose in overtime. Come on, guys. Don't make me eat my words. Please don't make me eat my words. I'm not trading away the whole team. There we go. We beat Philly 6-2. There we go. That's the game we needed. We're going to wake up now. There we go. 1-0 overtime win. We're here. Okay, Detroit winning streak. 12-game winning streak. Here we come. And we lose to Montreal. We haven't won in Atlantic Division. We haven't even left regulation in an Atlantic Division game yet. So even if we do go on like a 12-game losing streak, if we lose all these Atlantic Division games, we're not going anywhere. We've won like 2 games. Oh my gosh. There we go. We beat Buffalo. We win an Atlantic Division game. Woo, celebration time. I don't know, man. This team does not look bad. Maybe, as I said, it's still very early. We could still go on a 12-game winning streak and be above 500. I'm not worried about it. We're not going to have to panic until mid-January. That's when we panic. When we get to the All-Star break, that's when I'm going to be like, okay, listen. You have to go. You don't have to go. Let me check to see who's producing, who's not producing. Because if there's that one guy on the team who's not doing crap, maybe he needs to get traded. And maybe we need to bring someone else in who will do something. Goose is actually leading the team in points. Good job, Goose. Even though you only have 5 goals, I expect more from you. But you know what? You're almost a point per game player. I can't complain. Thomas Vanek and Hendrik Zetterberg are right there as well. Dylan Larkin, you're doing great, man. You're doing great. You're on pace to beat your point total from last season. Already proud of you. That's great. Justin Albuquerque, you're doing great. You're on the 3rd line. Franz Nielsen, you could be doing better. Mike Green, okay, that's fine defense. Anthony Mantha is killing it, man. You're 76 already. You grew 1 overall since last time I saw you. 6 goals, 2 assists. That's great. I think you're like the second. No, you're like the 4th or 5th leading goal scorer on the team, and you're on the 4th line. That's great, Anthony Mantha. Keep it up. Anybody without a point? No. I expect more out of Athens to see, but you know he's 4th line. I can't get mad. Luke Glendening, again, 4th line. They're barely out there. You can't get mad at them. Thomas Tatar, though. Only 7 points. I moved him to the 1st line so he could get some points going. Thomas, come on, man. Get going. You may be out of here if you don't get going. I expect better from you, Thomas Tatar. Come on. Maybe there's some players that just don't sim great. I think he's one of those players. Because I've had Thomas Tatar in the past, and he has not done good. How's our AHL team doing? Johan Franzen. What a beast. AHL legend, Johan Franzen. See, Evgeny Slechnikov. I think it was a good call that I started him. I mean, 12 points and 17. That's not bad. I think it's a good call I put him in there. Good call. Good call. Okay. Let's get back to some simulation. Let's get this going, guys. I want to get you guys to draft. Let's go. Let's not look at the stand-ins. It's still very early. We're not going to look at the stand-ins until after this month. I know we're 8th in the Atlantic. But still, we're dead last in the Atlantic. Here we go. This could be a big month. Let's turn it around. Florida's doing great. 13, 8, and 2. They're doing great, man. See? They're a tweener team, too, and they're doing amazing. First period, Jonathan Huberdeau and Aaron Ekblad. Okay, second period, March or so. I don't even know who that is. It's Gregory, or I don't even know how to say his name. Just an applicator. And Riley Shahan. I've never even heard of that guy. Third period, Thomas Tatar and Athens to see you sends us to overtime. And in overtime, in the shootout round, Alexander Barkov wins it. Okay. We had a glimpse of something good. I want to see who that guy is that scored. Can I? Because I've never heard of him. You know, I'm not. What am I doing? I'm not worried about that. I just wanted to check because, you know, my favorite team's Florida. I'm actually wearing a Nicholas Bukestad t-shirt right now. It's like a long sleeve t-shirt because it's cold outside. Anyways, back to the game. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to get hyped, guys. I want to bring you guys energy in these GM modes. I've been so boring in the last 2 episodes. I want to get going. Let's get excited. I have some storylines coming up for season 2 and 3 and 4. I have it all written down. I'm ready for it, guys. That's why I want to get this first season out of the way. Let's continue simulation here. Here we go. Okay, Pittsburgh up next. Stanley Cup champions, Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's win here. Come on, let's beat the Stanley Cup champions. We do. 3-0. Here we go. All we need is a 12-game winning streak. We're back in the race. That's all we need. There we go. It starts now. Winning starts now. 4-1 win over the Winnipeg Jets. Columbus Blue Jackets. 3-1 loss. That's not very good. Philly. Oh, our amateur scout is calling. Let's scout the SHL for Timothy Liljegren for 6 weeks. We lose to Philadelphia 5-0. Okay. We're really struggling. I really don't know what to do at this point. We were crapping the bed hard. I don't know. There we go. 3-0 win over the Ducks. Come on, get back-to-back wins. We haven't had 2 back-to-back wins all season. 3-0 win over Tampa Bay. Let's beat Florida. There we go. 3-1 win over Florida. Back-to-back wins. Back-to-back Atlantic Division wins. Let's beat Buffalo. 2-1 win. There we go. There we go. We're showing some life now. 5-2 win. 4-game winning streak. Here we go, boys. Here we go. We are showing some life now. It may be too little too late, but you know what? We can do this. Let's just keep the simulation going. I'm not going to touch anything. We're doing good now. Our team's clicking. It just took a while. It just took a while, man. Let's get another Atlantic Division. We lose 3-0 to our rivals, the Toronto Maple Leafs. But, you know, that's fine. Come on. Come on. I feel like the simulation just really wants Detroit to suffer. 7-6 overtime. Okay. I think I know what the problem is. It's not our offense. It's our goaltending. I feel like Jimmy Howard is... I mean, look at our offense and defense. 91's around. That's awesome. 91 overall. I mean, there's people... Anthony Mantha's a 70... This guy is going to be an 82 before the end of the season. Calling it right now. How's Dylan Larkin doing? That's great. 22 points in 41 games. He's I think he's gonna hit 45 points exactly on the rate he's going now. That'd be sick. How's Thomas Tatar doing on the second line? Not bad. That's Thomas Vanek, I meant to say. Thomas Tatar is the one struggling. Is it the first line maybe that's struggling? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's goaltending. Who's been getting the most starts? I'm pretty sure Jimmy Howard has 33 games, only 10 wins. Okay, I'm making the call now. Peter Mrazek, we're going with you. Just my decision. We're going with Peter Mrazek now. I'm going to turn auto goalie rotation off real fast, and we're going to roll with Peter Mrazek for 10 games and see how we do. Alright, guys, we got Peter Mrazek in net. And I said 10 games, but we're going to go to the All-Star break and see how it goes. Peter Mrazek is in net now. Instead of Jimmy Howard, I've released him. I gave him a few weeks off. 3-1 loss. That's not the way to start. Come on, Peter Mrazek. Come on. 4-1 win. Okay. Pittsburgh Penguins up next. We need this win here. We need... See? Knew this was going to happen. We're going to get first round pick Hendrik Zetterberg. Regardless, I'm not trading Zetterberg. He will retire at Detroit Red Wings. Now, there are players I am interested in trading if the right offer comes. Hendrik Zetterberg, not one of them. Pittsburgh Penguins, 5-1 loss. If we're still like on the bottom of the league after this month, I'm considering throwing players in the trade block. See, that's 3 wins in 4 games. It's not bad. Come on, let's get another one. There we go. Peter Mrazek's on a hot streak. Ride the hot streak into the playoff, guys. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I need. I need us to hop on Peter Mrazek and be like, okay, look, I know why we've been doing bad. Jimmy Howard's been shaky. That's what it's been. Jimmy Howard was shaky. Peter Mrazek's solid. See, there's a big victory. Come on, if we get another one, that's huge. Okay, we got a point, though. And a 6-2 victory. There we go. Going into the All-Star break. That's awesome. Okay. We're looking in better territory now. Let's check out where we sit in the league. We're not dead last in the Atlantic anymore. We're close to it, though. Goose, 41 points. Not bad. We're close to dead last. The Bruins are dead last, but they're only 1 point behind us. But, okay, it's good. They've played 2 more games than us, so we have 2 games in hand. That's awesome. I don't think we're going to be able to catch Ottawa. They have so many games in hand to us, and they're so far ahead. As I said, we could go on a 12-game win streak, make playoffs. Florida's doing great, and Montreal and Buffalo's doing great. That's surprising. Let me see where we sit in the NHL as a total, because that may make us feel better or make us feel worse. We are 27th. That's not very good. Okay, I'm gonna throw 3 players on the block. These players won't be traded until the trade deadline, unless I see our team's not going to improve. Because I said earlier I was going to change the trade block. I never did. I got sidetracked. I'm going to change the trade block now. And we'll go from there. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm taking Zeddy off. Zeddy's going to retire at Red Wing. Nicholas Cronwall as well. He's going to retire at Detroit Red Wing. I want them both retiring on my team. That's just what I want. That's just for me. That's personal preference. I want Frans Nielsen on the block. If we can move Frans Nielsen, that's huge because he's signed till the end of time. He's 32 and he's making 4.9 for 6 years. He's signed till he's 38. That's crazy. The next player is obviously Jimmy Howard. I like Jimmy Howard, but he's been really shaky this season. That's not what we need. Maybe he can be a backup goalie going into the playoffs. Our third player we are going to throw on the trade block is going to be... I really don't know. I want to get 3 players on the trade block to get some good value for them. The player I was considering throwing on the trade block is Thomas Tatar. I know that's insane. I know what you're saying. You're going to throw Thomas Tatar in the trade block? Are you dumb? He's 26, medium elite potential, 86 overall. That's dumb to throw him on the trade block. But, let me tell you, my friends. He's not producing. In 50 games, he has 26 points. That's not good enough for me. He's on the first line right now. He's not producing. We're not going to trade him unless we get like a ridiculous deal. I'm throwing him on there though. Just for time being. Another thing to consider, Thomas Tatar's on that 1-year deal. So a lot of contending teams that don't have that much salary cap are going to love to borrow Thomas Tatar for the season. I don't plan on trading him. That's just for interest. Like, I do not plan on trading him unless like they send us like a top tier prospect and maybe a great pick. Like a A1 prospect and like a high draft pick. So anyways, let's get back to simulation. They may not be traded, as I said. We may not make any trades. We may go on a 12-game winning streak, and we may win every game in the rest of the season and finish first in the Atlantic. That's not going to happen, but you never know. The simulation's stupid at times. I've seen 88 overall third line teams, like teams with 88s on their third line, not even make playoffs. This game's crazy. As we lose to New Jersey, we're going to the Islanders. And, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. This this is a crazy trade. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Thomas Tatar and Jimmy Howard. That's a lot of value right there. For their first round pick for next year, not this upcoming season, next year. I want one for this draft, not next season. Eric Greiber. He's a little old, isn't he? Yeah, 28. Why would I want him? I don't need him and a third. That's just like insulting. For Thomas Tatar and Jimmy Howard, that's stupid. That's just a dumb asking price. Go away, Edmonton. You're just dumb. As we beat the Islanders, we lose in the shootout to the Predators. 5-1 win over Columbus. We're sitting pretty right now. I mean, we could go either way right now. We could lose the rest of the games of the season. We could win the rest of the games of the season. We're a tweener team, man. 3-2 win in the shootout. Columbus up next. 4-3 win in the shootout. See, we're on a little winning streak right now. It's because I threw all the players on the block. They're like, whoa, man, you ain't trading me. We're almost a 500 team. Look at our record. We're a 500 team right now. We just went from being one of the worst teams in the league to becoming a 500 team. I don't believe we're the worst team right now. I feel like we could make playoffs. Okay. Chris Russell, that's not even worth my time. There's no point in acquiring someone like Chris Russell if we're not going to make playoffs. And even so, if we are making playoffs, I'm obviously not unloading Thomas Tatar. No. Okay. Here we go. New York Islanders, second to last game until the trade deadline. This is huge. Depending on how the team plays, this will determine. I forgot. Peter Mrazek has taken all these starts, too. Wow. Good job, Peter. Good job, Pete. First period. Scoreless. Second period. John Tavares and Hendrik Zetterberg. Third period. Dylan Larkin. What a beast. I'm feeling more comfortable with this team now. I really am. So we have a little bit of a stretch until the trade deadline. Let's see what we get come to us. We could have an amazing trade. We're not a bad team right now. Okay. Whoa. Okay. A first. It's for next season. That's a no. If it's for this season, I'd probably take that. If that was for this season. Well, let me see where we sit. This is gonna be the breaker right here. We're not out of it yet. We are not out of it yet. I feel like there's somebody yelling at their TV screen or computer screen, whatever you're watching this on, saying, yeah, you are. Zetterberg's not doing too bad. Oh, where's Dylan Larkin? Dylan Larkin, hey, man. I said he was going to pass 45 points. He's at 41 in 60 games. He's had a crazy stretch. I told you guys he would do it. Thomas Tatar still, he's doing better now. I'm not going to lie. Thomas Tatar has stepped it up. He's stepped it up quite a bit in the small game stretch. Almost to the point to where I don't want to trade Thomas Tatar. Now, Franz Nielsen, on the other hand, yeah, he's not a goal scorer. I could have told you that much. I feel like we could easily dump his contract for a first. I know that sounds ridiculous to do, but hey, that's a extra first round pick, and a contract we don't have to worry about in 2 years when he starts to digress. I mean, come on, that's common sense. Thomas Vanek is another player we could unload to a contending team. But we're not making playoffs. I'm going to establish that now. I highly doubt. Let me see where we sit in the league. We could be like better than all the Metropolitan. I just don't see us making playoffs. If we're under 20th. No, okay. Here's what I'm going to do before I scroll down. If we're below 24th in the league, we're sellers. We're 20th. We're right there. 64 points. Okay. Let me take a better look at the Atlantic. How far out of it are we actually? 60. Okay, so a playoff spot right now. The wild card position right now is basically 70 points. I'm going to round up by a point. Let me round up. No, I can't round up because Florida's in second place with 70 points. Okay, and a playoff spot right now is 69 points. We have 64. How many games in hand does Tampa Bay and Buffalo have on us? If they have over 5, we're done. They have 1 game in hand. Buffalo's played the same amount of games as us. Ooh, not out of it yet, though. That's like, if we win 3 games, we're back in it. But then we need Buffalo and Tampa Bay to lose those games. See, this is such a hard call to make. Because I don't want to trade somebody and then make playoffs. Because, like, after I traded them, we make playoffs. And then we lose in the first. We get squatted in the first round because we don't have that player anymore. But then I don't want to not trade anybody and then miss the playoffs by 5 points and not have an extra draft pick. I really want to go for the 26-year streak. I really do. But the chances of us making playoffs is slim to none. The Atlantic is so close right now. I mean, Tampa Bay could win an overtime game, well, lose in overtime, and hop Florida. That's how close this is. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We're going to let this game against Vancouver be the deciding factor. We're going to let this game against Vancouver be the deciding factor over whether we trade or not. Here we go. Vancouver Canucks versus the Detroit Red Wings. Here we go. First period, scoreless. Second period, scoreless. Third period. Of course we would win that game. Of course we would. See, we're on a hot stretch right now. I believe we can make playoffs. If we play like we did this month, we make playoffs. This is such a hard call to make. I want to end the video right now and be like, okay, see, look, the Atlantic just changed. Now Florida's completely out of the playoffs at 70 points. And Tampa Bay, Ottawa, and Buffalo, the teams that were all behind Florida, leapfrogged them. Because they lost a game. And they won games. That's how close this is. This is stupid. Like, look at that. That's how close that is. That's crazy. Florida's obviously probably going to make playoffs because Buffalo has a game in hand. I see Florida, Tampa Bay, and Ottawa making playoffs. I don't see us making playoffs. I'm going to make a GM decision here, guys. I know I'm going to have some people agree with me. I know I'm going to have some people not agree with me. But you know what? For entertainment value, let's make a trade. All right, guys. Trade number 1. Franz Nielsen in a second-round pick for Spencer Watson. He's a prospect that the LA Kings have. He's a right-wing sniper, and I've seen this guy get pretty decent. Like, I've seen him get to 86 overall, 87 overall, and then there's been other franchise modes to where they don't use him at all, and he just ends up in free agency, and nobody ever signs him. So, if we use him the right way, he could be a future weapon we can use within 2-3 years. He's 20. By next season, he's going to be, I predict, by the end of the season, he's going to get a jump to about a 70. And by the end of next season, I'm telling you guys, I promise, 81 overall, Spencer Watson, 4th liner as a 22-year-old. I'm telling you guys, he's going to be better than Anthony Mantha and faster. So, we'll grow that faster. And a first-round pick for this year. The value is very close on this. I believe we can make it go through. No, okay, just a touch. Sweeten the deal just a touch. Oh, I clicked it again. Sorry. Sorry, LA. Oof. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw in a 6th round. No, I'm gonna throw in a 5th for this year. That should go through. A bit low for us. Okay, okay. Okay, I got you guys. I got you guys. How about a 4th? Boom. And Johan Franzen gets to play again. Look at that. What a trade. How about that? Done deal. I am happy to accept this proposal on the behalf of the Los Angeles Kings, and we consider it a done deal. Trade accepted, guys. Alright, guys. Trade number 2. I knocked on the door of the St. Louis Blues, and they're obviously a contender. They could use a backup goalie because Jake Allen doesn't really have anybody behind him. So, I mean, their backup goalie is... Yeah, exactly. Who's their backup goalie? Hutton? 77 overall? I don't think so. So, here's what we're going to do. They sent us Evan Fitzpatrick, who's a decent prospect goalie. Decent, I mean, he's a pretty good prospect goalie. And Jordan Binghamton, he's just because they need it. They need that slot. They have too many goalies. For Jimmy Howard, he could be their starting goalie, he could be their backup goalie. He's had a shaky season, but you know what? I feel like if he has a better, more solid team like the St. Louis Blues, he'll perform better. And a 4th. I feel like this trade will go through. Let's check just to make sure. It did, just like that. And then Joe Binghamton is going to be our backup this season. That's fine. So I have one more trade to make, guys. Alright, guys. One last trade. Thomas Vanek. I really didn't want to trade him, but I looked at the silver lining. Come on. He's going to retire after this season. He's 33 years old. He wants to win a cup, obviously. Again. Wait, has Thomas Vanek ever won a cup? Somebody tell me down in the comments below if Thomas Vanek has ever won a cup, because I'm unsure of that. I really am. He's been on so many different teams. Yeah, he's a great producer for us. 41 points in 62 games. This guy is going to have a 60-point season, without a doubt. But the problem is, we only have him for one season. We're not making playoffs. Why have him waste away on a team that's not making playoffs, play out the rest of his career, and not make playoffs? When we can send him to a team that's basically guaranteed a playoff spot right now. The Montreal Canadiens. Maybe they can finally win their Stanley Cup with Carey Price and Thomas Vanek and Max Pacioretty. If they send us a 1st, Jacob De La Rose, and Washington Capitals 2nd-round pick. This may not go through. No. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get the 2nd. But you know what? I feel like that's close to going through just like that. Thomas Vanek for a 1st and Jacob De La Rose. It did. I may have been able to squeeze like a 4th out of them. But you know what? I can't complain at all. Alright, guys. Here's what the team looks like now. And it kind of sucks. But you know what? We're not going to make playoffs anyways. Anthony Mantha is playing 2nd line. He's been doing pretty good on the 4th line. And I want to see if I can give him a little boost. And just get him up going. Maybe just... He's only up here for like, what? Another 30 games? Not even. Like another 20 games. It's not going to hurt him. It shouldn't hurt him at least. Hopefully he gets going. Jacob De La Rose is the replacement for Johan Franzen. Actually, I think it was Luke Glendening playing on the 4th line with them. But basically, he's the call-up because we just got him. And Anthony Mantha gets some ice time. And that's basically the only change made. Just the lines got mixed up. Defense is still exactly the same. Goalies, Peter Mrazek. And I'm about to apologize now. I thought Jordan Binghamton was a lot older than 23 years old. So I went out and I acquired 2 goalie prospects from a team that could use goalie prospects in the future. St. Louis. I know I'm going to get ripped on in the comments for doing that, but you know what? He has a low trade value because he's already 23, low backup. He's not going to be anything for us. Come on. He's not going to be anything at all for us. And our AHL team's looking rough. That's for sure. Goalies. Jordan Carew, he'll get the start in the AHL. I really thought Jordan Binghamton was older. I really did. I thought he was 25, 26. I didn't realize he was 23. Man, that sucks. I feel bad now. I shouldn't feel bad. The trade went in our favor, but you know what? I feel like I ripped the team out of a prospect goalie. They got a good goalie in Jimmy Howard. They better win the cup. Alright, guys. Put your helmets on. Get your tank shells ready and loaded. We're about to tank. We're about to drive through this season with a tank. Let's do this. Let's charge into the offseason. Here we go. Trade deadline. Let me check to see if any other big trades went down. Or maybe we get a last-second trade offer. Here we go. And nothing. Let me see if any trades whatsoever were made. It should show you. Like, if it doesn't show you, that's stupid. Okay. Jacob De La Rose. I think, no, we're the only ones that made any huge trades. Why is the trade deadline so quiet on this game? Like, it's crazy how quiet this trade deadline is on this game. Here we go. We're not even going to slow so many games. We're going straight for the offseason here. I expect to lose games, guys. If we make playoffs, I swear to God, I will be so disappointed with myself. Calgary, 5-1. We're going to make playoffs. How much you want to bet? We're making playoffs. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. 2-0 win. It's going to happen. I have a feeling it's going to happen. And watch us get squashed first round because we don't have anybody on the team. Ah, come on. We're going to make playoffs. We're so going to make playoffs. I really don't want to, but we are. I feel it coming. I feel it. We're going to make playoffs. We're going to make a last-second push and qualify for the playoffs. You know what? Pause. I got to turn auto rolling. I have to turn auto goalie rotation back on. That way, Joe Binghamton can get some starts and not make me feel bad. We're 3 points out of a playoff spot. 4 points. Are you kidding me? How many games in? Please have like 10 games in hand. Please, Florida have like 10 games in hand to us. They have a game in hand. I feel so mad right now. This always happens. I try to tank. I trade away all the good players, all the depth players, everything that makes a good team make playoffs, and my team goes on a tear, and we don't make playoffs. Oh, well, we do make playoffs. It just always happens. Every single time, man. Oh, this happened in Winnipeg, too. Remember, we tried to tank in Winnipeg, and we made the wild card spot. And because of that, we weren't able to get a first overall pick. I remember that in Winnipeg, man. When the Winnipeg franchise mode, by the way, is still going on, so be sure to check that out. That's in like year 10, guys. Please go check that series out. I have a lot of fun with that series. Here we go, Tampa Bay up next. This is, come on, guys, please don't win. 6-3. Here to win or losses come. I know this sounds bad, but I really just want to lose. I feel so bad if we end up winning. Let's scout for defenseman. Defenseman for a month. I know one thing. We're not going to get a shot at Timothy Littlegreen unless we somehow win the draft lottery. Oh, please tell me we're not in the playoff spot. Okay, thank God. We're getting pushed farther and farther. Florida's actually struggling right now to make playoffs. So maybe they make sure we won't make playoffs. Why did I click on that? I didn't have to. Come on, let's get the simulation going here. Let's finish the season now. No more stopping. Let's just finish the season all the way. Fingers crossed we don't make playoffs. I just want to lose the rest of these games. Is that bad? I really just want to lose the rest of these games. I really want a high draft pick. 6-2 loss. After this game, I'm going to start Joe Binghamton the rest of the season. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm just going to let it go. Just got to let it go. We lost 2 in a row. We beat Ottawa. We lose to Ottawa. Okay, stop the simulation. Stop simulation. I just want to see if I want Thomas Vanek to kick our butt here. Please, Thomas Vanek. Kick our butt. First period. Thomas Vanek. Whoa! Thomas Vanek. Woo! He scored. Second period. Shea Weber and Radulov. Third period, Derek McKenzie. And Goose. They got Derek McKenzie from Florida? Really? Florida traded Derek McKenzie. They traded their captain away mid-season. That's kind of... Is that Derek McKenzie? That's weird if it is, okay? Because Florida was on top of their division at the beginning of the season. Now they're, like, struggling. And New Jersey Devils... Woo! We lost. That was really loud. I'm sorry for headphone users. I'm so sorry, headphone users. We did not make playoffs. I'm happy now. I'm very happy we did not make playoffs. That makes me happy. Okay, let's check out the stats here. Where'd we barely missed playoffs. Florida missed the playoffs. Wow. By 2 points. That's crazy. What? They were dominating it. They must have choked. Wow, that was so close. 1 point. They missed the playoffs by 1 point. That's crazy. That's so crazy. At least LA made playoffs. Anybody we got a first round pick from did not make playoffs? Probably not. Yeah, St. Louis made playoffs, right? We didn't get a draft pick from them, but yeah, they made barely, man. Both the teams we sent players to barely made playoffs. That's kind of crazy, man. Check out the stats for the whole season and blah 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 blah. Hendrik Zetterberg, my man, Hank, Mr. Hank, not the king, but the other Hank, Hank the Tank. He helped us tank, Hank the Tank, man. He helped us tank this season. Not a bad season. 66 points. Goose, 63. 20 goals. 20 goals. It's not bad, Goose. But next season, I expect more. We're going to be a one-season rebuild team, I promise. Thomas Tatar, 54 points. Kind of glad we didn't trade him. I'm actually going to re-sign him this offseason for sure. Dylan Larkin, 48 points. He passed his total, but not by much. Mike Green, Jacob De La Rose, 30. I don't know how many points he came here with, unfortunately. Anthony Mantha, 22 points. He didn't do anything when I moved him up. Wow, I probably just stunted his growth. I feel bad now. And here's 77, 78. He grew a little bit. So, yeah, some players grew, some of them didn't. Let's check out the entire league. See how they did. Maybe we'll have a goalie win the Vezina somehow. I doubt it. I don't know. Peter Mrazek was pretty solid for us. Steve, holy crap. 104 points. That's crazy. OV 101. That's stupid. That's just stupid. I have not seen that many points in a while put up in a simulation, that's for sure. Kucherov, 96. Wow, Kuchi. Tyler Seguin, 93. 91. I looked at his overall. Backstrom, Pavelski, Camilleri. Really? 80. Well, hold up. 88 points from Mike Camilleri. Okay. I guess. Did they trade to get anybody? Question mark. I hope they did. Doesn't look like it. But you know what? That more power to him. Leading goal scorer. OV wins his OV trophy like he does every year. 53 goals. That's crazy. Tyler Seguin was in the running this season. So was Stamkos. Patty Kane got back in the running. John Tavares. Vladimir Tarasenko. Taylor Hall. Zach Parise. Taylor Hall had 40 goals? Really? He had an amazing season. Jack Eichel right there, too. Where's McDavid? McDavid. Mr. Colin Connor. Connor McDavid. There's Huberdale. I don't see McDavid. There's Zetterberg. Forsberg. Brock Nelson. McDavid. Oh, McDavid. Barkov, Burns, Weber. McDavid didn't. Please tell me McDavid got more than 60 points. Duchesne? Yuri Hudler? McDavid? No. Come on. McDavid? Come on, man. Logan Couture? McDavid. There. McDavid didn't even get 60 points. As in 92 overall. He didn't post up 60 points. That's crazy. That's stupid. He's 92 overall. My bad. He's 92 overall. Didn't post up over 6. That's stupid. That's dumb. I highly doubt that's going to happen. Austin Matthews almost had as many points as McDavid did. His rookie year. That's probably the Calder winner right there. That's for sure. I didn't see Lane, so yeah, it's probably Calder winner. I'll check the rookies anyways, just for fun. Rookie skaters. Yep, he won. And Mitch Marner right there. With Patrick Lane right there. That's pretty sick. Goalies. Rookie goalies. Only 2 rookie goalies, really. Binghamton. Hey, he got the starts with us, too. Hey, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Goalies overall, let's see who had the best save percentage and blah, 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 blah. Best goals against average. Where's Joe Binghamton? Jeez. Pecorine. Back in it. Most wins, probably Corey Schneider. Holtbeast. Wow. New Jersey's like a playoff right now. That's crazy. New Jersey's like a sick team. Bobby Lou right there too, but they barely missed playoffs. Look at, there's a bunch of good goalies posting some crazy numbers. What about save percentage? Jeez, 93. That's pretty decent. That's really decent. So yeah, there you go. There's all your stats. I'm gonna sim to the draft, see what place we get, and I'm gonna end the video there, guys. And that's when you guys come in. That is when you guys come in. Let's sim to draft, see what place we got, and I want you guys to tell me who we should, if we should trade up for Timothy Liljegren or not. I really am considering trading up for Timothy Liljegren, mainly because he could be a huge replacement for Nicholas Kronwall. Not even Timothy Liljegren. Even if we get like Nico Hischier or Nolan Patrick, we're not gonna get Nolan Patrick, but we could try to. It'd be huge. It would help us out for sure in the long run, without a doubt. It would definitely help us. I want to grab more defensive prospects. We have some nice offensive prospects. Like we have what's his name, Slechnikov down there in the AHL, and we still have Anthony Mantha at Athens to CU. And we just got Jacob De La Rose. So we're not desperate for offense. Our defense is old. We got Mike Green and Nicholas Kronwall. Our defense is old. So we really need a better defenseman. Now, we missed playoffs this year, so the 25-year streak is over. I know a lot of Red Wings fans are disappointed with me. They wanted to keep that streak alive, but guys, you saw I did the best I could. I really did. I could not make this team click. I made a GM decision to trade everybody away. And I scattered goalies when I meant to scout defensemen. Nashville Predators won the Stanley Cup. And the Thunderbirds won the Calder Cup. So let's check out to see what our draft position is and who retired. I really hope... Okay, let's see here. Detroit. We're 10th. Okay. That's not where I wanted to be at all. That sucks. I'm going to have to try to get a draft pick from either Calgary or Chicago. Really? Why does Chicago? That's the first overall pick. The Blackhawks. The Chicago Blackhawks have the first overall pick. That's dumb. No, that's dumb. You retired players. No retired players. That's great. That's awesome. That's going to help us a lot next season. Let's check out all. Yogs called it quit. He was on Nashville. He won a cup with Nashville. Congratulations, Jaromir Jagr. You won a cup with Nashville. Iginla called it quits. Patrick Elias. Pavel Datsuk finally called it quits. Alex Tanguay. Mike Ribeiro. Mark Savard. Chris Pronger. Matt Cullen, David Legwan, Martin Havlat, Zubris, Chara, Chris Kunis. Just the usual first-year retires, guys. That's basically all it is. Really nobody crazy. Let me sort by points just to make sure. Hey, Sean Thornton called it quits. We're a miss you, Sean Thornton. We're miss you. We're sort by points here just to make sure nobody recently retired who's really not that old. Nobody. Thomas Kopecky called it quits. Thomas Kopecky. Okay. So, we're in the draft now. I'm not going to click the button because you can't do anything once you click the button. Could we make any trades from right here? I think we can. We can. Okay. I just want to see how much value Chicago has on their first round pick. Are they even willing to give it away? They are. I mean, it may be that easy. Because look at, they don't need a prospect. How does this team... Okay, someone please tell me how the Chicago Blackhawks are struggling right now. I don't understand. I really don't understand. We could easily flip-flop picks. We could easily flip-flop picks. Throw in maybe Montreal's first-round pick. Boom. Nolan Patrick or Nico Hischier. Or we could just go after someone like, Did I back out or did I make that trade? Okay, I backed out. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Or we could go after, who was the other one? Calgary? They're not going to want to give up their first. I think they were third. Calgary was second. Edmonton was third. Edmonton. Where is the Oilers at? They don't need Nolan Patrick, man. Come on. And they don't want to give it up. So we're going to have to trade for Chicago. That's going to be a blockbuster trade to make. It really is. If you guys think we should trade up for the first overall pick, please comment it down below. If you want me to get Timothy Liljegren, Nico Hischier, or Nolan Patrick, comment it down below and say trade. And then tell me which prospect you want me to get out of those three. Or if you want me to draft somebody else. We're not going to draft Christian Vesalainen first overall. We've learned that decision. It took him 5 years to play in the NHL. But you know what? That's fine. If you want to see what I'm talking about, check out the Winnipeg franchise mode. Anyways, press that like button down below. I'm sorry the video is so long. I just really needed to record this video for you guys. I feel like the last Red Wings franchise mode video sucked. So here you go. We're starting the series over. We're in the draft now. So I'll see you guys in the draft. Be sure to get those comments down below. Subscribe. I'm so close to 400, guys. Thank each and every one of you. I really hope to hit 400 by the end of the week. If I do, that's awesome. So see you guys in the next video.
We're back from the dead.